make some money together. This is only my opinion, so hopefully you get what you can off of this stream. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And welcome to the first video of Miguel's View here on YouTube. All right, so let me go ahead and share this really quick. Go ahead and let's see here. Okay. All right, so let me just make sure I'm live here on Discord. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go over some of the plays we're going to be going over here. And the first one, it's going to be, let me erase some of these that I have here on my chart. And the first one's going to be SJ. All right, so SJ. Let's see. Let's move over here so you can see. It has news this morning that, let's move the news over here so you can see it. Becomes one of the first live streaming platforms in mainland China, all right, to offer non-fungible tokens. All right, so that's the news for SJ here. It's hit a high at 1378, coming down to the 200 daily moving average on the 1 minute. Okay, I do have the 3 minute here, but this is equivalent to the 200 daily moving average on the 1 minute. So it's something to keep an eye on. It is coming down. It is coming down here to this downtrend. Let's go ahead and. Why doesn't my. There we go. All right, does have this downtrend coming down. All right, and so break of this downtrend right here. All right, we could look for a breakout somewhere around the 1260. It has previous resistance of 1319. So maybe 1365 up to, 1265 up to $13 would be first target. And then if it breaks out through here, we can test 1325, 1350. Every 25 cents is natural resistance. So that's what we're going to be looking for. It does have a catalyst. So we're going to be looking at this very closely. I know it's a little bit higher stock, but overall, uh, looks good. Looks good. Uh, the next one that we're going to be looking at is going to be OCGN. OCG. All right, let's put that up on my main screen here. Okay, it's currently at 1114. All right. It's trading again back and forth on that 200 daily moving average. So it does have this downtrend right here that it can break through and get a little breakout here. Does it have to use? Let's see. It says it announced. Um, it announced it would immediately make available specific raw materials needed to India to make COVID-19 vaccines. Okay, so that is the news for SJ. Okay, so we're gonna keep that one on. We're gonna keep an eye on. We're gonna keep an eye on OCGN on that one. Uh, we're looking at let me see, break of this downtrend. We could break the previous high here, 1136. We could move all the way to 1156. So maybe 20 cent right there. If it breaks out a little bit more, go to 1175 probably next resistance. So something that we're looking at the open. And then the other one, let's see, Mvis. Does Mvis have news? No, it's previous news. It's trading higher on continued momentum from Friday after investors showed interest on the stock. So there's no news today. It's just investors showed interest on the stock from Friday. But overall, if it has volume, something that we can look at. Anything with volume. Now, this I like to trade anything that is above 1 million in volume. Okay, anything below 1 million in volume is not worth trading. So sometimes when I'm looking for something that's moving during the day, I'm looking for something that's over 1 million in volume. The higher, the better. Um, so if I'm swing trading anything, or I'm looking to swing trading something that maybe has bottomed out and is looking for a bounce on the daily, I look for something that has above 300 million. 100. 1 million in volume. So nothing below that takes my interest because then there's not enough liquidity. You might be stuck in that play for a while. So something that I look for. But let's go see, and we got 3 minutes until the market open. Actually, 4 minutes, and I'm going to show you the way that some of the signals here that I have work and how you can take advantage of these signals that I have put together for the team on my Discord channel so they could view them. as well. It's something new. It's a strategy that I trade, and I put together a script here that can help you. Um, more or less. It's not exactly 100%, but it gives you an idea of the things that I look for when I'm trading. So basically, I use the 3 minute a lot, and not the 1 minute, because the 1 minute's a little bit more volatile. It plays a little bit more with your emotions, and it goes up and down. And the 3 minutes a little bit, it's a little bit slower. You can look at the candles and look at the trend a little bit better, without you know having too much emotion using the 1 minute. And so that's what's worked for me for a long time. I do use the 1 minute when I'm scalping on something very volatile and I'm scalping it in and out. I do use the 1 minute, but overall, most of the time I use the 3 minute to kind of stay in the trend a little bit longer, and write it, write it. And the way I do things as well is, I go in 100%, and then I scale out 50, then 25, and then another 25. So I'm scaling on the way out. I'm in on the way up, and um, protecting some profits. And so here we see OCGN. Uh, it's going to try to break this downturn right here. So watch it. Now, I don't like to trade right at the market open, because it could be a little bit tricky. You can get caught, um, uh, the stock getting shorted right at the open. Uh, so it's a little bit more volatile. I like it. I like to wait at least one or two candles on the 3 minute, and then go into position. But here we go. We're now open, and so look at that right there. We have it's giving us an entry. Now the stop loss would be right under that first green candle. Okay, that would be the stop loss if I were to take this trade. Now I'm not in the trade yet, um, but that's something to look forward to. Um, and if you stick around, I will be going over some Doge coin as well in a little while. All right. All right. So we have SJ here. It is coming down back to the 200, and that is the reason why I don't take a trade right at the market open. But we are looking for a break on this downtrend. Okay. Now, whenever you get these signals here, the stop loss is right underneath that candle with the arrow. All right, SJ. SJ, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the downtrend break. If it breaks and it gets volume, look at the volume right here. If it breaks with volume, it does have a chance to hit $13. Okay. So we're keeping an eye on SJ, my top watch right now. Does have 3 million in volume right now. OCGN is the top leading in volume at 20 million in volume. So we're looking at AJ now. It is holding the 200 EMA support. It is holding the 200 EMA support, so watch it. Watch it very carefully. As long as it holds the 200 EMA on the 1 minute, okay, this is the 3 minute again, but this is equivalent to the 200 EMA on the 1 minute. So we're looking at that. Watch it because the shorts might get squeezed here. Now, this is a battle right here because the shorts are looking for it to go down below the 200, okay? And the bulls are looking for it to stay above the 200 EMA to go long, all right? So the bulls are looking for it to hold, and we're also looking for it to break this downtrend, all right? And the shorts are waiting for it to break this support, all right? The support right here around 11:45, 47, around that area. But it is holding really, really well. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. All right. There we go. We can break out here at 12:50, 12:55. We could have, okay, NVIS broke. You see my mouse? It broke that downtrend right there. All right. So it needs to break above this previous high in pre-market 2075. It did break. Okay. So it could move up. Now I'm watching SJ. It's my top watch right now. I believe SJ, if it breaks that downtrend, we're going to get some volume. Mvis 2132. NVIS 2132. Yeah, you saw that break right here, or that downtrend. Okay, that's what you want to look for. All right, OCGN also breaking down this downtrend right here. All right, SJ. Keeping an eye on SJ. If SJ can break 345 is the resistance. 345, the resistance on SJ. If SJ can break 345, we have room to run through around 1282 and then $13. 1280, $13 if it could break 1245 on SJ. Mvis breaking out 21.99 new high, 22.25 new high. Okay. Oh, there goes SJ. SJ breaking out. All right. Okay, I am in on SJ here. Stop loss around 1190. Giving it some wiggle room there. Okay. Holding SJ, holding SJ. Come on. Okay, as long as we hold that support. It did go below 1190, but it's holding support there. It is holding support. Okay. Okay, I'm right at my entry here. Looking at SJ, that's good volume, holding support. Now, if it breaks below uh, this 200 EMA, I'm getting out, but it's holding it really, really well. All right, RSI is at the bottom. It has room to run, holding the 200. MACD wants to cross. Okay, on my 3-minute here. It did hit a high of 1263. Right, holding. Holding the 200 EMA here. Watching this 3-minute candle. The MACD does want to cross over on the 3-minute. Let's give it a minute here. Still holding around that 1190 area. Okay, we're back to looking good so far here. Just gonna give it a minute. So it's a battle here. It's a battle between the shorts and the longs here. Uh, let's see who's gonna win. MVIS looking good, man. I missed it because I was focused on SJ. MVIS does have a lot more volume. Uh, right now, 18 million, and SJ is only at 5 million. So there's a lot more traders than Mvis right now. But if Mvis has a pullback, we might get some traders to come over to SJ. But I still think SJ has potential. Traders are watching that downturn break. If it can break above, I believe we will see $13. And still watching. Still watching here. As long as we stay above that 200 EMA, we're good. How's OCGN? OCGN went up, came down. It's a battle here on SJ. Let's go, baby. We need to break that 12. Gotta break that 12 right there. It's a battle. Okay. It's a battle here, man. Still holding the 200. And that's the reason I don't use the 1 minute. Okay. Right now, I'm not looking at the 1 minute because the 1 minute will get you more emotional. So I'm using 3-minute here, and I'm just letting it do its thing. I'm looking at the volume, looking at the MACD, and everything is looking okay right now. Come on, SJ. Come on, SJ. Let's go, baby. It's still holding there around the 190, $12 area. If we can break that 12.10 area, uh, get some volume. Mvis, if it can come back down to the 200 EMA, it'll be a good one to pick off right there. All right. Come on, Mvis. It's holding that pre-market support really, really well. Plus, we have the 200 EMA there. Let's go. It's your turn. Mvis is coming down. Let's go. Oh, it needs to hold here. It needs to hold here. It needs to hold. Let's go, baby. I am going to get out if it breaks that 200 EMA, that previous support on the pre-market. Mm-hmm. SJ's working. It's holding. Keep your eye on it. I'm gonna watch coin here. See what coin is doing. 04. Come on, SJ. That downtrend. That downtrend right there, man. Look at this nice downtrend right here. If we break it, we should have a squeeze. Let's go, SJ. And it's holding on pretty well too. Just kind of sideways trading here. Come on, SJ. Okay, SJ. I see if it breaks. There you go. There we go. Come on, SJ. Still struggling here. Still struggling. Did hit 1230, 1230, 1240 actually. Still struggling. Still holding the 200 EMA there. Yeah, not looking good here. Yeah. SJ was a no-go. No-go for AJ. SJ. What a little rat. All the volumes on Mvis right now. What a little rat. All right. To-do. Mvis is just feasting. SJ couldn't do it. Nothing much moving on penny stocks, guys. Um, so I consider penny stocks anything under $5. Uh, OCGN sell price. Let's look at OCGN for it. Okay. So OCGN hit a high of 1365 on Friday. It's gonna have resistance at $12, 1206. We do have a downtrend here. Okay. We do have a downtrend there on the 4-hour. You can see it here coming down. So it is going to have a lot of resistance there at $12. So OCGN right now, as long as you keep building higher lows, all right? Here's a higher low, higher low, higher low. If it breaks one of these, I would say that would be an exit target. I don't know what your average is. If you've been swinging it, maybe you have it really low, but if you're in profit, I would take some off. That's just my opinion. And then write the rest. But at least lock in some profits so you're profitable. If you're in the red, it it does have this downtrend on the 4 hour, and every time it hits it, here, let me put it for you. Let's go to 4 hours. You see, every time it hits this downtrend right here, all right, it just keeps getting rejected. So if it doesn't break, it's just going to keep going down and down. It does have some. It does have some support around this area right here in 64. Then you have some wicks here on the 4 hours. So um, 970 something, and then you have 919. Um, so you know there's a doji forming. So I would look here at the next 4 hours and see where the candle forms. If this closes as a doji, uh, look at the next candle and see where it's going, the direction. It'll tell you the direction it's going. So that's something to keep an eye on the 4 hour doji and see um, where it's going to go from there. But let's go back to the 3 minute. What happened to my 3 minute here? Okay, Mvis coming down. Mvis is coming down. Um, it does have some support there at 2187. It bounced off of it already. Um, let's see what it does. If it comes a little bit more down, maybe around the um 2080 would be a next support. 2080. Nothing much moving. Nothing much moving. let's look at what um let's look at what Dodge is doing. Doo-doo-doo. Dodge. Let's talk about some Dodge. Doge, not Dodge. Doge. All right. Let's look at the 1 hour here. All right. What is Doge doing? All right. So Doge, it could come and hit this trend line here at 32 cents. Yep, the RSI is coming down. Look at this trend here at the RSI for Doge. Did break that downtrend right there. It does have room to come up to around 63 area. If it can break that 70, if it can come around that 70 area, it's going to be touching around this trend line right here. Okay, so we're going to be hitting around 34 cents before the next resistance. So we do have room to run up to 34 cents. Probably get rejected there. Let's look at the daily and see what the daily looks like. Okay, we are forming a green candle here on the daily. But look at the MACD wants to cross over, so we need to be careful here on Doge. That MACD crosses over, might have some more downside. Okay, you see the histogram getting smaller and smaller, and then it'll cross into negative territory here, below zero. And so it might have some room to run down. This is the 4 hour. So something to keep on watch. On Doge. It does have a lot of support around this 14 cent area. Right here. You see this wick when it tested this area, it just got bought back up. So I think it would come to this area. We're gonna have so something to watch in this area. It comes down again, potential bounce around that area, and then ride it back up. Let's see what's going on with Mvis here. Yeah, I held that support right there, 21.80. That would have been a good dip buy right there. 21.80 for a scalp. I think it's going to come down a little bit more, but Mvis had a good bounce here, 21.80 for a scalp. So just watching. So far, SJ was the dud, but not break out. And this is where the party's at. All right, CCIV is something that I'm holding Um, but long term, I think there is some rumors going on, something of collaborating or joining with Apple or something like that. Uh, I saw. So it's hitting new highs right now. After that big sell off to around $16, 16.50. All right, so CCIV, ACST, trading today. ACST hitting 50 cents. Um, on no news, I think it's just getting a bounce back from the sell off it had all the way to 39 cents. So all these penny stocks that bottomed out, they're starting to reverse. And I believe in the next few weeks, we're going to see the penny stocks start running again. You just got to be patient. We go through these seasons where penny stocks um, just go to the downside. They go back to their place. And that's the thing. You can't be investing in penny stocks. Okay, most of these companies, they're not good. They're not legit. Um, so not all of them, but for the most part, you know, you have to be careful. You have to do a lot of research and not hold long term. If you're going to hold long term, you got to go with something like, Microsoft, Tesla, Disney. Um, you know, those are companies worth investing in, not penny stocks. Okay. The only time penny stocks are worth holding is when you get the bottom. Okay, like this big sell-off that we had in the couple of weeks. I'm holding a couple of them. We try to get that bottom, and they sold even more than where they were holding support. So um, I'm holding a little bit more than I should, but I believe everything's starting to bounce up already. Everything that was coming down is now on a reversal trend. So everything's looking good. A lot of the swings that I have with the team on Discord, um, they're looking good. But again, uh, we didn't buy these penny stocks on the high. We didn't buy when there was a catalyst, when there was great news on it. We bought them uh, down low when they were selling off. So there's a difference. If you're buying, on the way up, for example, ACST, if you're buying this stock when it was 122, you know, um, now it's at 50 cents. Well, you have a big way to go up. Okay, DPW is another one that I'm holding. I just got an alert that we're making new highs. Uh, Back at 250s. I started getting this one as it was coming down. Um, when this penny stock was, again, look at where I'm getting DPW over here in the bottom in the low twos. This stock back in February was at 774. Okay. So that's the only time, I wouldn't call it investing, but I swing trade penny stocks when they're at their lows, not at their highs. I don't swing trade when they're at their highs. If I do, it's only for a day or two, or as soon as it hits my target, and then we sell for profit. But DPW curling back up like all the other swings are. So hitting 250 from low twos. So I'm in the next coming weeks, this stock to start coming up, curling up really nice, and we're gonna see penny stocks start to heat up again. We They're gonna start going. We just have to be patient. Right now, look at what's moving. SJ, uh, you know, in the $11-12 range. We have Mvis in the 19 to 20, $23 range right now. We have OCGN 11. There's no penny stocks moving. Okay, all the penny stocks that are moving right now, they're in low volume. They have no catalyst. They have no news. They're just moving because they're curling up from um, their daily lows, their weekly lows. They came back, and that's the thing about, if you invest in penny stocks, they're going to come down sooner or later. They're going to come back down to what they're worth, if not lower. And so, uh, if you were up on DPW, or another one that I have here is making new highs today. It's FAMI, FAMI. Um, is that this stock was trading again at 250, around 250 in February, and it's back down. It went back down to under $1. And so, um, if you're holding the stocks and you're investing for long term, and you come all the way down there, it's not a good strategy. So buying these penny stocks, when they come back to their realistic price, buying them there, using the daily chart, looking at the RSI, um, those are the times to kind of start nibbling and buying some at the lows, and ride it right back up. You don't want to be buying in swing trading um, when it's you know up 50% in the year, or 100% or more in the year. You don't want to do that, because most of these companies are not good companies. So you have to be very careful. Um, the last couple of weeks, penny stocks have been dead, nothing really moving. Okay, what is a penny stock? I consider penny stock anything under $5. So anything under $5, I consider it a penny stock. Hmm. RVPH coming out on the scanner. RVPH. Okay. So anything that I'm looking at throughout the day is on this charts, guys. And then when I switch to something new, it's gonna be on the live on this chart. So RVPH is it does have a catalyst, announced full details of positive phase 2 clinical trials. So it does have room to run to 1246 on the daily. I mean 746. Did I say 12? 746 on the daily. So we do have another trend here, 685 on the 4 hour. So that's what I'm looking at. So what I'm gonna do for the next trading session is I'm gonna move my chart where I see the daily and the 4 hour and the 3 minute. I'm gonna move it over to where you can see it as well. So like that, you can see what I'm looking at. Give me a second. There was motion in my garage. I have a camera that alerts me when there's someone getting near my house. All right. So Mvis coming down. Let's see if Mvis comes and tests that 200 EMA around 1270 right now. Okay, so um, Mvis getting an alert here. All right, so it has room to come to 12, 75, 1273 area. Okay, so I think just short right there. RVPH back on the scanner. I'm gonna put RVPH here. RVPH. 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 Does have room to 745. 745 on the daily on RVPH. Hold on, I'm gonna move my fan a little bit. Mhm. RVPH uh, could come test that 595 area and bounce 585 area right here to this trend. It could come and test it again and bounce right back up. So so let's look at some of the large caps. All right. Fubu has the uh Fubu looking good on the daily, breaking down trend. Um Fubu looking good on the downtrend. When on the daily breaking the downtrend. Uh, Veru also bouncing off that lows of around $9, 931. What's going on with GME? GME. The lot of resistance around this area. AMD also making new highs here. AMD 85. It is hitting resistance there at 85.68. So might have a pullback around this area. Um, the AMD is looking good. I do have some long term, but if I can get a dip around this 80 area, uh, somewhere anytime this week, I'll probably get some option calls for some more upside potential. I think this stock has more upside potential. Um, uh, LB um, also, this stock also has some upside potential here, coming off the lows at 145. If I can get a dip around this area, I'll put an alert here. Uh, Good for some option calls there. Uh, lemonade, lemonade looking good for reversal two, or like a pullback around 85, 90 area for a potential cause. Neo looking good for reversal as well. Uh, can come back down to the $38 area. Be nice for some calls. BYND. I came. It already bounced off this 139. 129 area would have been good to get a scalp there. I think I got an alert earlier this morning. Snow. The CIV looking great too. A lot of stocks starting to reverse. Microsoft. If we come down here, great area to get some dip buys on this area, the support right here, and get some option calls. RVPH looking RVPH looks like it wants to test the high. I do have a trend here at around 745, 750 area. I think it might test it. So OCGN and Mvis. Okay. Mvis came in, tested this downtrend. This uptrend right here. We're moving higher. Let's see if we break that 2338 area. Again, this 2338 area could spike up a bit and then get shorted right back down. So we have to keep that on watch. I'll get trapped there. OCGN. Testing that trend on OCGN. I'm not seeing anything, guys. I'm not seeing anything. Um, we have Mvis curling on up, trying to make a U shape here. You see this? Let's see if we can kind of have that U shape breakout, but I just don't see um, the volume right now on getting big breakouts. What else this morning? Mvis making you high, 2382. Mvis making you high there, 2385 now. Yeah, so what I was looking for Mvis, it was kind of retro green move um, on these candles, you know. We did have this downtrend break right here. Yeah, I was hoping that we would test the 200 EMA and then bounce right back up for a reversal. But obviously, we didn't do that. We just bounced right there, the 2185. So this is our new trend, and this is what we're going to keep on watching. If it comes back and tests it, possible entry right there. RVPH testing this trend right here. Let's keep an eye on that. RVPH. RVPH. All right, let's draw this trend here. Okay, Mvis. Mvis. Let's see if we can come down and test this trend again. Top leading gainer and big caps here. I have CCIV. Nice CCIV. Okay, NVIS coming to this downtrend here. Let's see if we can get some buys. Okay. Now that trend comes down to around 2260. On the 2260 area. That's where that trend line. We want to see that trend line hold. 2260 area. I want to see how good we're doing on YouTube here. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're lagging or not. Look really here. I want to see how good we're doing on. Yeah, looks good. All right. 2260 area. Page 75. All right, watching Mvis here, Mvis, testing trend line here. Mvis right here, testing trend line. Okay, if it breaks, we get out. If we bounce, we start taking profits. So let's go ahead and see. All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that it's not holding here. Yeah, MVIS is not holding. All right. So I didn't like that trend line wasn't holding. So I got out there break even. I was hoping we'll bounce right back up right there on that trend line right here. But what I didn't like that it broke right below this candle, the previous candle. So I'm gonna now wait to see what the next candle looks like. So normally what I do is I look at the 3-minute candles and I use them a lot. And when I'm in a trade and the candle let me look at let me go to this chart so you can see. But when the candle's making higher high, I stay in the trend. Okay. As you can see, this candle right here, I was hoping for the candle to hold this trend line and to break above this previous candle right here. Start taking some profits on the way up. Scalping 20, 30 cents on this type of play can work really good because it's a higher stock. And so, um, what I didn't like that this candle right here, it broke below the trend, right? And then the 1 minute, the candle was closing below the trend line. So I didn't like that. So there's times I do use the 1 minute candle, like I said. Sometimes, uh, like in this case, if the when the 1 minute closes below the trend, uh, I get out the position. But I got in so low that I broke, I got a break even. So that's the difference between buying, you know, low, um, than buying it high. That's the difference between buying it up here and buying it up here. If it doesn't work, you break even or you take a small, little loss. Uh, but if you're up here looking for a breakout, and I said it earlier, watch this breakout right here. It might get shorted because there's just not enough volume this last couple of days to, you know, get some upside momentum. There's just not enough volume in the market right now. Everybody's playing too cautious, and so um, what happened? It made a new high, but then it just is getting shorted now. So let's keep an eye on that. It does have room to come down here to the 200 EMA, but we'll see if it can come that far. We'll see. If you want me to look at a stock, let me know. Put it in the comments, and I'll look at it. I'll tell you what I see. And around 10:30, 11, I'm gonna be going over some stocks. OCGN again is having a lot of resistance there on the daily. As you can see, I have a trend line here for the daily that is trying to go above. SJ, um, we have a signal here. And the thing about the signals is you can start taking them. You can take the signals, and then your stop loss will be where it give you the signal. So stop loss for the signal would be 11, 1102, 1101, right below that candle. The thing about these signals is I don't like to take or consider them, uh, if it's below the 200 EMA on the 1 minute. And so, um, you know, it could work, but it's just if it's below the 200 EMA, shorters are going to pile up right there and try to bring it back down. If it does, it could squeeze up. But let's keep, again, it has that big downtrend that it couldn't break earlier. It might test it again, but I just don't see the volume today. Um, very choppy today. Um, just, you just don't see those nice setups. Usually on a good market day, stocks will have some real nice, uh, up and down moves, real smooth, and you could detect the breakout really quick on, or uh, or the bottom on these 3 minute charts. But it just not working today. And that's the thing, man. When something's not working, you don't have to force any trades. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, or if you want to trade, trade small, trade trade small. TSPR making you high. Um, did break daily resistance. This could be a multi-day runner, possibly. The daily does have room to run to about that uh 990 area. That's where I have a trend. It's above all moving averages, the 200. It's DMA, so it does look okay. Very choppy day so far. TSPR new high. Yeah, so right now any stock that's getting uh new highs is just the shorts are piling up. Anything that's the trend right now with the shorts. They're taking advantage of it. Anything that pops up, they just short it right back down. So you have to be a bit more careful in this market conditions. Uh, it's not like the way we were back in January, February that anything you put your hands on, just kept going. And so um, you have to be very careful. And a lot of traders, uh, you know, are losing a lot of money now because everything that they buy is it just keeps going down. And so not the same type of market. That's why the traders that say trading is easy because everything they were buying, which is going up, uh, most likely they're losing all their money now. And so um, you have to be careful. TSPR new high 911. I just don't see it going um, much higher. I could be wrong, but I think shorts are gonna pile up on this and bring it back right back down. So um, nothing wants to go. Nothing wants to go. Farming making new highs, so 105. Um, SYPR, guys. I'm gonna start looking for some bounce plays here. Let me put this at a. Let me expand this right here. I don't know. It's not cooperating here. Oh, just do it like that. I don't want you down on me. So SYPR, I'm looking um, to maybe look for a bottom here around below 350. Something to look at. I'm gonna put an alert there. Uh, let's see what else I see here on my scanners. BTN, BTN also on a trend up. It's Joe overbought already. AIPX. IMPX also looking okay. Anything above 105 would be a good buy for a swing trade here. I'm gonna put an alert there. Um, let's see what else. IMP. Um, anything close to 290, 280 would be good there. I already have an alert on that one. SGFB. Um, this one it can come down again to the near around 320 for a bounce. Put an alert on that one. What else? Yeah, VISL. It's looking good too. Um, you can come back into this 230 area. 230 area. It would be a good pickup for VISL for more upside potential. Um, SGLB. I had an alert. Just didn't quite come down to below 320. It's making new highs at 346 today. TRCH. TRCH looking good too. Coming from a low 127. Made a high $2. Dip around 150, 160 area. It would be a buy. So I'm gonna put these two as one, and then I'm gonna put this one uh, in the 1 hour. Okay, and then I'm gonna remove this. Okay. Let's put RVPH. Mvis holding this new trend right here. Okay. Let's go back to Mvis. It's gonna have resistance here at 23.18. All right. What's going on with Doge? Still over and around the 26 cent area, 27. Okay, just like I said on CSPR, um, it's too high already. It's due for a pullback. Every time we break to a new high, shorts are piling up and short in stock. That's been the name of the game. So you have to be aware of this. There he goes. You have to be aware of what's trending, and that's what's trending right now. You get a new high, it gets shorted back down. So no breakouts of new highs lately. RVPH, RVPH, um, getting a signal there. That's 634. Let's see if we can get another green candle. RVPH, keeping an eye on that one. Let's see if we can break another candle. We can get another green candle. RVPH. Let's see if it breaks 640. Let's see if it can break 640. Okay, 640 breaking. Keeping an eye on this one. So what you want to do on signals like this is you wait. You want to wait. If not for the next candle, there it is. And then you get the dips on this candle, and then your stop loss would be below this candle at 621. And so the only thing right now is that it's 10. The volume is getting low. Mm, what's SEH? KRVPH still holding above this previous green candle. So uh, third green candle. It does have a lot of resistance in this area, 650. It's just breaking. Um, but yeah, these are great signals that I put together. And again, good strategy with this is to buy dips on first, second green candle, and your stop loss would be right below this, the the first candle. So a lot of times you'll come, test it, it'll never break though, and then it'll end up making a new high. The only problem right now is that it's 10:15. The volume does get slower as we get closer to lunchtime. It's getting a pullback now. So let's zoom in here. and right there your stop loss. Okay. So getting dips around this area from 620 and above um, are good entries, and then your stop loss would be below 620. So uh, what I recommend is for you to use a mental stop loss. Don't actually use uh, hard stop loss because the market makers will see that and they'll take you out. Especially if a lot of people do the same thing, put a stop loss right below 620. So we'll do a wick down and then it'll just pop back up. So all right, let's go back to RVPH. Okay, so RVPH still holding. Um, 670, 675 would be a good area to take some profits if we can break above this 650. Still holding on. Remember what I said, as long as we stay above this candle, okay, the bottom of it 620. I put that support right there. It's good. So earlier that it dipped right here around 628, right? Um, you know, that would be a great entry area and just write it up. So I'll tell you what, like for example, and I think I mentioned this earlier, when you get this first alert, look for some dips close to the where the candle started. So anything above 620, you can start putting some buys, right? And you could 622, 23, 24, 25, just fill in orders. And then when it bounces up, you can start taking some profits. Okay, if it goes below 620, you stop out. You know what? I haven't been sharing the charts. So okay, so Mvis is putting back. Let's go to the stocks here, guys. RVPH, uh, still holding that 640 support. We need to stay above 620. Um, or some more upside potential. OCGN. OCGN. Uh, Breaking that downtrend here on the daily. If we can close above that downtrend, it'll look good. Um, Mvis. Mvis coming down. Okay, you see RVPH came and tested at 620. Okay, which was right below was the stop loss, and now we're heading right back up. We do have this downtrend here. We could break above that. Okay, here we go with RVPH. Trying to break that trend line. We do have room to 656 resistance around that area, and then we have room to 668, 670 area. The only problem right now is getting close to lunch hours, and the volume is dying down. So, um, there it goes, 670. There's the push. There is the push. All right. So if you're in this play, you want to be taking some profits in that area. There it is. That is what we were looking for right there. Perfectly talked about and executed. Again, we talk about when we got this signal here. Okay. All right. That the stop loss would be right below this candle. We came and tested, but uh, it didn't break below. All right. So anything below 620 would have been the stop loss. Um, I told you the strategy here is to buy near this uh, low candle. So I told you 625, um, 623, 624, 625 area. And then if it cracks below, you sell. If you break above, you start taking profits above. So um, there it is. We have the downtrend break, squeezed up. Um, I don't know that we can continue much higher. It's at the end of the day here. I mean, not the end of the day, but uh, end of morning's session. We're getting close to lunch hours. So um, we can draw a trend here. Okay, so it's hitting that top of that trend right there. This is exactly what we were trying this morning with Mvis. We go back to Mvis. We were trying the same thing in that area right here. We're trying to see if we could break above the squeeze here, um, about this downtrend. It just couldn't do it. Get back to RVPH. hit the $7 natural resistance. Um, I don't know that we can go much higher right now. But we'll see. We did have some volume come in. Mhm. Uh, oh. So RVPH hit that trend line up. It rejected. It's coming back down. OCG and OCGN has been kind of choppy, man. It's trading sideways. But again, you can see the OCGN. You get the alert there. Okay. And then you buy in this candle and put a stop loss below it. Mhm. CSPR testing 200 EMA. CSPR testing 200 EMA. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and uh, keep an eye on RVPH. I think it's gonna have resistance right at the $7 area, right there, $7. Um, I think it's gonna have resistance there, and it should come back down. Um, if it tests that high, remember what's been going on at 720. Remember what's been going on. As soon as a stock gets breaks the daily high, it gets shorted right back down. So be careful with that. There's going to be shorts there. That's just the trend right now. Um, there it is, trying to get above 7. But I'm going to go ahead and log off, and I'm going to get back on um, and talk about some plays that are going on with crypto. I know a lot of people are into crypto, and they want to know some technical analysis. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Um, if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because there's more to come. This is just the beginning. It will get better. um, so just kind of getting the idea of what works, what doesn't work. I noticed this morning I didn't have my charts up. I just had my face. So um, newbie mistake. Newbie mistake. I just had my face. Didn't have the charts. I was talking about the charts, but you guys couldn't see the charts. Um, so I'm aware of that now, and I will be more aware of that. And so I'm gonna end this for now, and we're gonna go ahead and get on another live stream and talking about some um, cryptocurrencies, and basically any stock that you might have a question on. We'll go over it. So if you want to join us, go ahead. Click subscribe. I'm gonna be doing this every morning, um, and you know, give some analysis onto what's going on. So I'll see you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so I can keep doing this for you guys. All right, see you guys.